Welcome to Cambodia Live. It's your host with the most, Tami. Let me just check my Wi-Fi real quick. So I have no idea what the Wi-Fi passcode is, and we're not going to worry about it too much. But man, I found a cute little hangout, like a jungle atmosphere cafe. It's actually somebody's house. They always do this, like they decorate the cafes like really beautiful, and they turn them into, it's a business, man. It's right in front of their home. It's in a neighborhood, and it's really only literally maybe 2 miles up the street from where I live. So this is my first time. I've never even been here, and this place is called. I got a little bitty sign. I got to look. Norcor Reach Coffee Shop. But yeah, as you can see, check out the wood behind me, man. Look at this. This is cool. I got a nice little red umbrella. Me and my umbrella. Ella, ella. But yeah, as people start coming in, let me just show you people that are already in here. Check this out. This is it. Isn't this cute? There's another area to sit, but it's in the dirt. If you really want to get pretend you're sitting in the jungle. But as you can see, the street's right out there. There's the home. It's like an apartment building right next door. That's the house. Here's where I'm hanging. Isn't this cute? Look at this. It extends back there. Now there are people behind me, so I'm not going to get too crazy with it. But wow. And they got the Chinese New Year decorations going on. Ain't that cool? Yes, guys, Chinese New Year is coming. So for those of you new into the live stream, hello, welcome in. My name is Tami. I am an expat from Orlando, Florida. And I've been living in Phnom Penh for a year now. This is the city, the capital city of Cambodia. In case you're not familiar with Cambodia, this is one of many places that I like to take you. I do my live streams twice a week. I'm actually a little bit early today. I usually don't get out of the house till late. So for me to be here at this time, wow, surprise. I actually woke up at 6:45 this morning. But yeah, we got more company. It's all good, it's all good. He gets to listen to me yak. But I ordered me a, milk tea. This right here is a red milk tea. I see some love coming in. Hello, Ram J. Is it Ram G? Yeah, if you guys, don't be shy. Tell me where you're tuning in from. Let me know what part of the world you're tuning in from. I like to find out where everybody's at. And we're just getting this party started, so if you just popped in, you haven't missed much. Abel says hi. Hey. From California. Cool, California. I know I've been looking. I got some bags going on, brother. I'm traveling light, bro. Traveling light. Well, sorry, Ramjo. I can't understand what you wrote, unfortunately. I don't speak your language, man. But yeah, as you're coming in, enjoy this view. Enjoy this view of this cafe. Looks like he's got the same idea. Same idea. You see, they got the mist going on. Now, if it was a hot day, this mist would be nice, but I guess it's just to mist the trees. Keep them all nice and green. Look at this fern, man. Can we appreciate this fern? This fern is crazy. Where are we at? Oh, Minnesota, negative 20 tonight? Lord have mercy. Okay, Abel, we're in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. It is currently about 11 a.m. in the morning, Friday. I am early. I usually don't live stream till mid-afternoon. You guys usually catch me like super early the next day, so this is rare for me to be on this early. But yeah, we're in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. We're at a nice little neighborhood coffee shop, kind of cafe. And this is my first time being here. I've never been here. Oh, look, he's setting up more chairs. That's cool. Hey, Tami Conte's in the house. How you doing, Tami? Good to see you. Do I like turtles? Yeah, I like turtles. Oh, it's 7:40 p.m. in California? Well, damn. I'm glad I got you guys a little earlier. I guess y'all are just getting off of work and everything. It's good to see you, too. Yeah, just check this view out, man. These plants. I remember my mother grew a plant like this back in Florida. A lot of these look familiar. These are definitely tropical plants. But yeah, that is awesome. This is an awesome little pad. I mean, the chairs aren't the most comfortable. That's what I'm sitting on right now. You can see how tiny they are. That's too bad I didn't get that chair, but I'll take that chair any day. Oh, you tried to email me, Tami? You might have spelled my name wrong, because I see yours is spelled with 2 M's. You have to spell mine with 1 M and 1 I. So try it again, Tami at nextstepunknown.com. Okay? And yeah, and you guys tuning in, if you're new, hello. Besides doing these live streams twice a week to show you what Phnom Penh, Cambodia is like real time, what's happening on this end of the world. I'm also an expat relocation specialist. I can help you locate an apartment, get your visa extended, health insurance, where to shop, how to go get your cash, ATMs, set up a bank account, etc., etc. This is what I do. I help people that come out here and actually want to live permanently. So you can check out my services. nextstepunknown.me. And that'll get you there. Oh, I love this Chinese New Year stuff going on. You see that? Those colors are everywhere now, guys. They're everywhere. Tami, no, don't do it here in the live stream, because I may not remember it. So if you can, just try to send it to me on my email. And like I said, after the live stream, just go back to the video and look in the description, and you'll see my email address there as well. Man, there's a nice breeze blowing today. This is great. Oh my God, this is so nice. Yeah, this is beautiful. Look at that fern. That is really beautiful. Super beautiful. What is it? Sunsel? Is it Sunsei? If I'm pronouncing it right. You're asking, is that a real job? Well, I'd like to think so. It's my job. It's my own personal business, so yeah, I would like to think it's a real job. It's as real as it can be. I've helped several people relocate out here to Cambodia. The most recent dude was from Montreal, Canada. Shout out to Paul if he's on the live stream later. But yeah, he was the most recent guy I helped out here, and I've helped him find an apartment. So yeah. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, if you have any questions about Cambodia, that's what we're here for. That's what this whole live stream's about. If you're curious about what it's like to live out here, ask away. Ask any of your questions, and we'll try to answer them the best we can. Oh, these palm trees are blowing so beautiful. Look at that. That's super nice. Just love the breeze coming through here. I'm gonna see what I can do, Tammy. I'm looking at the stickers and everything on here. Give me a moment. Let's see what I can do. Better late than never, right? Is this a sticker? It's just a pole. Let's see what this does. Oh, we got a retouch. Okay. I don't think we want to do that. Okay. This thing's doing everything but allowing me to type. Green screen. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know about snapping it and doing all that crazy stuff. I'm not that super technical. Oh, Eric's from Jersey. Welcome in, Jersey. Welcome in, Jersey. I've never been to Jersey myself. My family's originally from Pittsburgh, PA. So that's where we all hail from, but I grew up in Orlando, so I'm not a big snow fan. I'm not a snow bunny at all. I'm a Tropicana girl. But you're right, I don't have to worry about snow. There ain't no snow in Cambodia. No snow whatsoever. But yeah, in case you guys don't know, it's a fun fact. The Cambodian people out here, the Khmers, actually celebrate 3 different New Year's dates because there's 3 different cultures that live out here. So you got me, an American, or Western culture. So we have the American New Year, January 1st, right? They got the Chinese New Year, because there's a lot of Chinese people that live out here, of course, close to China. And they've got one coming up. Their New Year is February 17, I believe it starts. So it's coming up in a few weeks. Big celebration. They're celebrating the Year of the Horse, if you haven't heard about that. So it's the Year of the Horse coming up, Chinese New Year. Hence all the big red Chinese decorations everywhere, red and yellow. That's for the New Year for Chinese. And then in April, they celebrate the Khmer New Year, which is the Cambodian New Year. So they have 3 New Years, January, February, and April. I forget exact date for the Khmer New Year, but these people just party. I mean, you get 3 resolutions in 1 year. Isn't that cool? Let me go back to your comments here. I love this guy just chilling over here on this chair. I can't see him. There he is. You're saying I'm lucky. Well, yeah, I try. I try to be lucky. You're feeling lucky, punk. I love these decorations up here. This is nice. I like how they did that. But yeah, this is a really cool little pad. What does that say over there? Oh, that's the name of the coffee shop. They even got smoke going on down here. They got smoke going on down here? What? How cute is that? Here's the name of the cafe, guys. I know, my hand's shaking over here. this is so relaxing, man. Everybody's out here just chilling. Yeah, there's more seats over here. If you look back here, trying to get too close in. And of course, you got this guy behind me. He's chilling right next to me. I don't want to put the camera on everybody, but look over here. Look at how they did this. Ain't that cool? But you can see everybody relaxing behind me. So if you hear some noise, it's the guy behind me. He's got his cell phone on. He's eating some breakfast or lunch or something. I don't know. But yeah, what do you think about Phnom Penh? I mean, doesn't this sort of blow your mind? I'm in the middle of the city, but yet they can make it as tropical as being out in the jungle by just planting plants. I mean, because it's so humid out here, and later on during the year, it actually starts getting super hot in April. Right now, it's not so bad. Like, we got a nice breeze, humidity's low. It's only going to be a high of 88 degrees today. But it is actually going to start getting hotter, like, later this week. It's supposed to hit 93 degrees, so it's creeping up, guys. It's definitely creeping up. But it reminds me of Florida. It reminds me of Florida. And I think that's why I've acclimated so well living out here, that it just reminds me so much of Florida. I love this look at this little thing here. Look at this. This is so cute. Just put my little feetsies up here. This little bitty, what do you call this little bitty fence? Okay, Eric's got another question. Eric says, let me see what you got here, Eric. August 17, when the war started in Vietnam. I was 17 when the war started. You're now 75. Now, ain't that something? Time sure flies by quick. Wow. Well, first of all, thank you for your service. I have an uncle who's 75. He's currently living around Dallas, Texas. He's in the Garland area. Yeah, he did the Vietnam War. He wasn't actually in the war, but he was a mechanic, an airplane mechanic, so, he didn't really see all the action, but he worked on all the airplanes. You know what I'm talking about. He was in the Air Force, and my dad was in the Air Force too. He actually was sort of in the middle of it. I didn't even know it. He never spoke about it. In fact, till the day he died, he never told me any stories. The only way I found out one story, which was, pretty heartbreaking, but he wrote it down, I guess, to get his thoughts on paper, and maybe he forgot about it, and he left it in his things in his house. So after he passed away, I was going through his stuff, and I found that note, and he was writing about his incident, some helicopter incident out in Vietnam, and how he lost a lot of his buddies. I know it's sort of a depressing subject, but I was like, wow, my dad never talked about it. So yeah, wars can mess with your mind, and it sucks to have them, but thank God we've moved on from that. You know what I mean? Just thank God we've moved on from that. At least out here, like, it's very peaceful in Phnom Penh, guys. Like, nobody messes with me out here. It's super calm. I mean, I know everybody like sort of looks at you when you walk in. Like I'll walk in and everybody's like, wow, Westerner just walked into this cafe, because this is the first time I've ever been in this cafe. I always like to go to new cafes and check them out and bring them to you guys, right? And this is as cozy neighborhood as it gets. Like I said, it's literally 1 mile up the road from where I have my apartment. I was like, this is a pretty swanky little place. Super swanky. Okay, I see some people. Okay, we got some notes here. Hold on, hold on. Addie wants to know, are you in the jungle? No, actually I'm not. It looks like a jungle though, don't it? I'm actually in the middle of the city. Here's the apartment building. But the way they made this place, they made a cafe in the front of somebody's yard. And we're just chilling. See? It's just a place to hang out, that's all. Okay. Eric, you worked for the government for 8 years. Well, hey, I mean, still, thank you for your service. I mean, shit. Oh, that's really pretty, the way the sun's hitting there. Just imagine yourself sitting right there. Would you enjoy that? I think it would be very enjoyable. It's very nice. Hey, whether you're working for the government or you're in the military, either way, I think it's time served, don't you think? I've never worked for the government or the military. I don't think I could be that disciplined. I'm too much of a free spirit. I don't like to be told what to do. It was hard enough working for corporate America. I worked for, in case you don't know my backstory, I worked for corporate America, worked for an insurance company, a very well-known insurance company back in Florida for 24 years. And then one day at age 53, my last kid was grown, and I says, you know what, it's time to call the ball. Like, I'm sick and tired of this job. I want to travel. And, you know, it was just getting too expensive to live. And I was like, you know what, I can definitely split. I can live on my pension, because I was one of the last employees to actually qualify for a pension before they gave the pension up. So I was very lucky to get it. And I was like, damn, let's go to Cambodia, bro. Let's go to Cambodia and live on less than $1,000 a month. Yeah. Technically, with my rent and everything, I only have to spend $650 a month. That's it. So any other money that I get, I just, I stash it away. Anything left over, I stash away into my savings account or stick it in investments. But yeah, I live on $650. It's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. Back to your comments. You enjoy this scene. Oh wow, sweet Calpy said in a foxhole. Shit. Wow, yeah, tell my kid that. What is he? He's gonna be turning 22 pretty soon. I can't even imagine. Yeah, I look like I travel the world. Well, you'd be surprised, man. I've been to a few places. I'm right now, well, I'll be turning 56. So I'll be 56 years old February 7th. But when I left the United States when I was 53, I did the backpacker thing. So I traveled like a solo backpacker. I did all of Southeast Asia. So I did a big circle. I started in, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Worked my way up through Malaysia, worked my way up through parts of Thailand, went over to Laos, went down to Vietnam, back over into the other side of Malaysia, which is the Borneo Island. Went down to Bali, Indonesia, and then back into the southern part of Thailand where the islands were. That was really beautiful, like Koh Samui. And then I shot out and went up to Turkey. Spent a couple months in Turkey. Then went up into the Eastern Balkans. So I did a round in there. I went to Albania, Serbia, North Macedonia. I think that's it. Yeah. Oh, and Bosnia. I did Bosnia. Pretty cool place. I mean, if you want to do Europe on a shoestring budget, you have to go to those areas because they're pretty reasonable, and you get the Europe experience, you know. So definitely different from Southeast Asia. And then I was like, well, shit, before I go back to the States, I know it's more expensive, but I wanted to see some parts of Central Europe and South Europe. So I went to Budapest, Hungary, spent a month there, went up to Krakow, Poland, spent a month there, and then exited out of, I was in Spain, I'm trying to think of the name, Granada, Spain, but I actually stayed in a small town, maybe a half hour to hour bus ride south of there. It was in the mountains, snow-capped mountains, man, in Spain are so beautiful. I was like in this little bitty town called Diller, and there was nothing but mountains and olive tree groves and grapes and sheep. So it was pretty cool, man. What a run. It was, and I have all the videos on my channel. So if you want to go back, besides looking at Cambodia, you can see all the places I travel. Like, I come with receipts, you know what I mean? But yeah, I just thought I'd drop that in there. But then after I did that big run, I was like, what's the next step? I need to settle down for a bit. And I was like, you know what? Cambodia checks all the boxes for me, and it's pretty inexpensive. I says, let me do Phnom Penh. I mean, I was in Siem Reap, but I never circled through Phnom Penh. So this was like new to me being down here. And now I've been here a year. Like, I'm getting ready to renew my visa, my retirement visa for the 4th time. I can't believe it because I renew every 6 months. In fact, I got to do that right before my birthday. So in about 3 weeks, I got to renew my visa again. But time flies when you're just chilling. But yeah, let me go back to your comments. Sorry, I get on a rant. You can check out this place. Hey, James Beatty's in the house. Says 70s baby. Yeah, baby, I'm a 70s baby. You got it. Hey, T. Patrick. Hi, Tami. It's been a while. Hope all is well. Yeah, it has been a while, dude. I haven't seen you in the live stream. Welcome in. Isn't this nice? Look at this. This is so beautiful. We're at a cute little cafe out here. Yeah, thanks, sweet. Yeah, it was awesome, man. It was a dream come true to be able to do that. I saved up a lot of money to do it. Hey, Justin 8, hello. Baked Spud, Antarctica, hello. Oh, you like my hair? Cool, thank you. I like this porch. Ain't this cool? Love these plants, man. You saying you would be, Sweet says I'll be collecting recipes from each place. Yeah, right? Kalina, Washington State's in the house? Awesome, man. Welcome in. Look, enjoy Cambodia. This is where we're at. We're in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. We're in the city still. I have not left the city, guys. But this place looks like I'm out in the jungle. Ain't it cool how they did this place? This is a cafe. Gosh, I love this fern. This fern is unreal. Look at that. That is a beautiful fern hanging from that tree. Hey, Kalina, no problem, man. I try to recognize everybody. Well, everybody who's respectful. If I get people that are being little, you know what, little turds in the live stream, they don't get no recognition. We ain't here to entertain any negative comments or bad vibes. This is nothing about, this is all about good times, good vibes. This is me bringing you Cambodia live so that, you know, if you're thinking about retiring out here, like maybe this could be the move for you. Hit me up. Hit me up on my email. It's free to talk to me. I like to help people as much as I can. My email is Tami, Tami, at nextstepunknown.com. And I love to meet my subscribers. In fact, I met one of my subscribers yesterday. Red tea milk, by the way. Shout out to Fela if she pops in on the live stream later, but she's here. She got to Cambodia two days ago. She's actually Cambodian American. She went to America 10 years ago. She's young, she's like in her 20s, but she went to America 10 years ago. She lives outside of Chicago and has a business in Chicago. She does eyebrows. How ironic, right? And by the way, these are real. They ain't painted on, baby. They're all real. So she came here, and shout out to the best thing ever. She's like, is there anything that you need from America before I hop on the plane? I want to meet you, and, you know, thanks for the sticker. I was like, you know what, girlfriend? I can't get hold of contact solution out here to save my life because I wear contacts. And since we've had the border dispute with Thailand, it's fucking up, excuse my language, the logistics, the ground logistics of, and the Renew contact solution that they actually ship it in from Thailand. They don't get it from nowhere else in the world. I'm like, that's really weird. And it's hard to order things online out here. So I was like, girl, if you can get me 2 giant bottles of contact solution, I will gladly pay you when you get here. So she brought them in to me yesterday. We met up at another coffee shop, and she goes, oh, that's a gift from me to you. You don't have to pay me back. And I was like, oh, girlfriend, you're so sweet. So I got my contact solution. I don't know. I hope they last. They're 12-ounce bottles each. I'm thinking that if I'm very, very careful, like, I have to treat it like liquid gold, literally. The shit is liquid gold. I could probably sell it on the black market for $50 a bottle out here. But I don't think there's too many people that wear, there ain't too many locals that wear contacts, I don't think. I don't think it's a thing out here. Most of them just wear glasses. In fact, you can get a free eye exam and a good pair of frames and glass, the whole shot, for $15, guys. Like, what are we talking about, right? So that's pretty cool. Anyway, back to your comments. Kalina says, very beautiful there. Yeah, it is, girlfriend. You've never had anybody talk to you? Well, that's a shame. You can jump on my live stream anytime. You can talk anytime. Hey, who's this? Melinda Pratt from Lubbock, Texas. Hello, Lubbock, Texas. Welcome into Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Welcome in to my little jungle in the middle of the city. Isn't this nice? Super nice. Oh, Kalina, it was you that sent the laughing disco. I just saw it. Thanks. Lori Jean loves it. Yeah, man, isn't this it's just badass. This is so cool. Look at this. It goes all the way back here. Yeah, this is really nice. I got this little section of myself. Yeah, I'm sitting on this. See these little bitty chairs? Like, these little bitty chairs. I'm sitting on one of those right now. They ain't the most comfortable in the world. But I mean, it is what it is. But there's a guy sitting behind me. I don't want to put the camera right on him, but isn't that cute how they do that? I love how they do the little huts and the, I'm trying to show you behind me. And see, it's Chinese New Year's coming in. That's why you're seeing these decorations everywhere, because there is a big Chinese influence out here. Believe it or not, I mean, there's not too many Americans out here. But there are Westerners. Like, there's a lot of French people. Because, I mean, if you're not familiar with Cambodia, Cambodia was actually occupied by the French about 120 years ago, give and take. And there's a lot of French influence out here. Like, my apartment building, per se, is actually French built. It has French building accents, and it was remodeled Asian style. I love my apartment. And yeah, I rent my apartment for $330 a month. In fact, I just paid my rent last night. I give her cash. My rent's $330 a month. My electric bill was $66, and my water bill's $5. So the whole thing was like $401. And they take American cash out here, guys. It's not just Cambodian reals. They actually take USD. So it's a dual currency country. Sort of a plus, especially if you're coming from America. You know, you don't have to convert your money. So that's what makes it really easy to live out here. But yeah, I paid her in cash, man. I gave her $401. And actually, I paid her niece. She was out of town. She's in the provinces. She works a lot out in the provinces, which, you know, where the rice fields are and everything. It's not the city. So she's like, oh, you can just pay my niece. And I was like, okay. So I had a chat with her niece. Okay, back to your comments as you enjoy the sun coming through. This is so beautiful. Check this dude out here. Kalina says, love those tables. Oh my goodness, those are cool. Isn't it cool? It's not the most comfortable, but I love how they made the wood. These are all hand carved. See that? Ain't no Kia shit out here, I'll tell you what. Hey, T. Patrick, I was going to come over in May, but not sure now. It's contingent on whether my wife and I get together again. Oh no. So wait a minute. So if you get together, you're coming over? Or if you don't get together, you're coming over? Inquiring minds want to know. Okay. Mr. Pat, 1559 in the house, says, looks lovely. Cambodia has a very good reputation for traveling and living. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely good reputation. Oh, Mr. Pat is a new subscriber. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Pat, 1559. I'm always looking for new people to jump aboard the crazy train. So yeah, you know, I don't ask for much, but hey, if you want to jump on and subscribe, that's fantastic. And hey, if you want to give this video a thumbs up, that would be even better so we can reach more people to see the splendor of Cambodia. Yeah, the sun's starting to hit really nice. Check it out, man. Blue skies today. I wonder if you can see it. You can see the palm trees out there. Melinda says it's going on 9 degrees here in Lubbock, Texas in about 5 hours. Damn, that's pretty cold for Texas. That's unreal, man. I can't believe that. Okay, David Thompson's in the house asking, what country is this in? We're in Cambodia. Welcome to Cambodia. That's where we're at, man. I live in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. And we're actually in the city. Do you hear that? I think that's an ambulance going by. I'm off one of the main roads. I'm just in a back neighborhood, and this is somebody's front yard. And they just turned it into a little coffee shop, tea shop, and you can just come in here and chill under the trees. They do this a lot. That's how they make their money out here. Everybody's an entrepreneur, man. It's really cool. Go back to your comments. What is in Cambodia? Well, you're seeing a piece of what's in Cambodia, David. There is so much I can't even tell you. There's so much in Cambodia. You'll have to look it up online if you're curious. Start watching some YouTube videos. Doesn't have to be mine, it could be anybody's YouTube video. T, if we aren't reunited, I'm coming. Okay. Well, hell, even if you're reunited, bring her anyway. Okay, good question from Multifaceted. Hey, says, is there any issues with the border, fighting at border, or is it settled? As far as I know, it's settled. It's business as usual out here. As you can see, everybody's calm. Nobody's anxious. Nobody really gives an F, if you know what I mean. I've been here a year. When the whole fighting started, then it went off, and then it went back on, and now it's off again. And the last I heard, they still have honored the peace treaty from, when was it? December 27th. Last year is when they signed it again. And from what I know, they've been honoring it, and everything's cool. And even when they were fighting, there was no bombs, no shit coming out here in the capital, man. I mean, I'm 250 miles away from the nearest Thai border. And what I recommend, this is what I do, but I would recommend this to anybody, is make sure you sign up with the U.S. Embassy. It's free to sign up. Any country that you're in, whether you're traveling or you live in the country, just put that information in there. And you sign up for free email alerts, okay? So off and on, I was getting email alerts when they were fighting. It would just say, do not go 50 miles close to the border. Just stay away from the border. But it never once said you had to leave the country. And that's what I look out for. So out of all the emails I received from the U.S. Embassy, none of them told me to leave the country. And honestly, I haven't had an email alert from the U.S. Embassy in a month since they signed that treaty. So I think things are even calmer than they were earlier, which is really, really good. So yeah, everything's cool out here. Oh my gosh, the sun coming in here is so beautiful. Wow, what a neat place to sit. Rick Rebel says hi. Hi, Rick. Oh my goodness. Lisa Lovegren? Let me just see what you wrote, girlfriend. Major storms coming in here in the USA. Temperatures dropping down to -degrees for the East Coast, north and south. Wow. Yeah, I saw something. I don't really keep too much track of the weather out in the United States. Now, I have 2 grown kids that live in Orlando, Florida, and I'm going to be visiting them later this year, but I saw something about a big, like, winter rush or freeze that's going to be hitting close to Orlando, and I'm like, that's unusual. In fact, a couple nights back, I think they said they had 32 degrees in Orlando, and that's pretty cold for Orlando. Shit, my blood is so thin now, guys, not only from living in Florida, but being out here, because it's more of a tropical feel than Florida. Florida's subtropical with the heat and humidity, but the heat and humidity, when it hits here, is even hotter. This is a good time of year, but the worst time of year to be here is between April and June. So it's gonna get really hot and humid and sweaty. Ain't gonna be no breeze. It's no rain either. But yeah, my blood has gotten a lot thinner, and I can't even imagine. Like, I woke up this morning and it was 70 degrees. I was cold. I was cold. I had opened my windows in my apartment when I woke up, and this was like around 7 a.m., and it was 70 degrees out here. So I had to throw on a flannel shirt. I was like, damn, it's cold. It's cold. I'm such a little, I don't know, I guess I'm a diva now when it comes to cold weather, guys. I turn into a popsicle anything below 70. Okay, Lori Snyder's asking. Hi, Lori. What's been my most scary experience while traveling? Wow, you're making me go way back. Let me think. Let me think. Scariest experience. I don't know. I haven't had really bad experiences because I try to be very careful when I travel. I try not to put myself in, you know, weird predicaments where I'm isolated, especially traveling alone as a female. But I wouldn't say it was scary, but it was sort of a pain in the ass. And I was like, how the hell am I going to get rid of this lady, right? This was in Bali, believe it or not. I was walking along the beach side of Bali, and they have all kinds of like restaurants, and you got the locals that have their little pop-up stands, and they're selling trinkets, and they have shops off the main road. So anyway, the minute you start walking past these little pop-up shops, they attack. You know what I mean? I don't mean physically, but like they come at you to buy something. So this must be their thing. But anyway, I'm walking down the sidewalk, just minding my business. I'm not even looking at this lady's shop. I'm just trying to look straight and get past her shop, right? She just comes and stands right next, starts walking right next to me. And they speak a little bit of English, right? And she goes, "Where you from? Where you from?" Just try to strike up a conversation with you, because that's what they do. They get you talking first. So I try not to say anything. She kept saying, "Where you from? Where you from? Come to my shop. Come to my shop. Where you from?" So this happened for 5 minutes. She wouldn't leave me alone. She kept following me down the sidewalk. I was like, fuck. So finally, I just lied and said I'm from Canada. Because if you say America, they really jump your shit because they think you're rich, right? But if you say like Canada, they're like, oh, okay. So yeah, I'm from Canada. And she still wouldn't leave me alone. She goes, "Come to my shop, come to my shop. I have something for you, come to my shop." I was like, "I'm not interested, no, right?" 10 minutes go by, she's still hounding me to come to her shop. I was like, I gotta shake this woman off of me. So I remembered, and here's a good tip from me to you, they're not allowed to solicit inside of restaurants, especially in Bali. So there was this restaurant I was coming up on, and I just started walking in the front door with her right behind me. I says, yeah, I'm gonna go in there and get a drink. You wanna join me? And the minute I opened the door, she turned around and ran. I mean, literally ran down the sidewalk. She didn't walk away. She ran away. So like I'm in there, and it's all glass, and I'm just like, the waitress is just looking at me, and I'm just looking out the window like this, watching her run away. And then after she was long gone, I went out the opposite end of the restaurant, the back door. I told the lady, "No, I'm just here trying to get rid of this lady. I'm not here to order nothing." She started laughing. And I just went the opposite way down the sidewalk. But that's one of my stories. That was a pain in the ass. I was like, oh God, I hope I don't run into this lady again. I can't do it. I can't do it. But anyway, back to your comments. Wow. Okay, Melinda, you said it's minus 20 in the panhandle of Florida? That's insane. That's so crazy. That's very cold. Lots of snow starting in Friday evening, ending Sunday. Well, good thing it's the weekend. You guys can just hunker down, stay indoors. David wants to know the spoken language. It is Khmer, but a lot of people speak English out here, so you can get by on English, no problem. Oh, wow. Okay, Anel, good morning. Greetings all the way from South Africa. Hello, Anel. Welcome in. I don't get South Africans too much. Okay, she's dropping a little prayer in the live stream. We can always use a prayer in this live stream. Sandra says we're having snow coming in. You live in Indiana. Oh, wow. It's getting really cold tonight. Ooh. Bundle up, girlfriend. Well, yeah, you're welcome, multifaceted. Vlogs appreciate the diamond. All right. You're welcome. Weather modification, we're sick of it. Man, you can come to Cambodia. I'm telling you, other than maybe 3 months out of the year when it's really, really hot, the rest of the year's good. Like, even the rainy season, it's still muggy, but it doesn't rain all day. You know what I mean? It drops like buckets of rain for maybe an hour. And unlike Florida, where it just immediately gets super hot and humid again, the sun comes out and dries everything up. I mean, the sun comes out, starts drying the rain, but it stays sort of on the cool side a little bit longer, so it's more tolerable. But it's so fun to dip into a coffee shop when it's raining out here. Oh my God, it's so relaxing. Some of these coffee shops out here have jazz music playing in the background, and you're just like chilling. You're just like, yeah, watching the rain hit the glass window. It's so cool. But this is my favorite time of year right now, with this cool breeze sitting under the trees. Look at the breeze kicking. Oh my gosh, it's so nice. No vlogs? I am not Jewish, not by a long shot. If I am, I don't know anything about it. Yeah, this is so sweet. I love it. Well, I'm sorry my audio is low because I have somebody behind me and I don't want to be disrespectful. You see him? So I don't know what to tell you, bro. Just turn up your volume. That's all you can do. Okay, somebody doesn't like jazz. Well, to each his own. Everybody's got a different taste. Hi, Kevin. Kevin F235. Yeah, KG, this is a peaceful life, man. This is super nice. Thank you, Mark Jacob. Appreciate the comment. You want to get into a hot tub or pool? That sounds good, Wyatt. So it's 20 degrees in Lubbock right now. You made a house for your outside cats so they will make it. I'll tell you what, there are a lot of strays out here. That's one thing about Cambodia, and none of them will bite you or bother you, which is pretty cool. But I had 2 stray cats, actually. I call them squatters. One's a male, one's a female. They were both black and white. And I have like a 180 wraparound porch that goes around my apartment. I caught them one day. They were out there sleeping. They were sleeping on my porch, all cozied out and everything. And they're wild. Like I said, they're strays, they're wild. But they took a liking to my patio, and I was like, okay, I mean, I don't care. Y'all can just hang out here on the patio. That's no problem with me. They're so cute. But I haven't seen them lately. So I think they dipped on me. They think, we don't want this lady's patio no more. We're going somewhere else. It's hilarious. Yeah, let's see what else is going on out here. That's cute. I can tell a story? Yeah, thank you. I try to tell a story. Hey, Putty Cat's in the house. Hey, Putty Cat. The monkeys can be aggressive. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to feed the monkeys, right? That's what they say, don't feed the monkeys. But the only monkeys I ran into out here actually wasn't even here. I haven't ran into any monkeys in the city. There's no monkeys in Phnom Penh. If there are, they're hidden really well. I haven't seen them. Where I did see them was down by the coast, the beach line. It's called Sihanoukville. Believe it or not, Cambodia has a beach. And I went down there for a week to just check it out, vacation. In fact, I have some videos about that too. I did a couple live streams down there. It was during the rainy season. I think I had one day that actually had no rain, so I was able to sit out by the pool and enjoy it. But it was worth it. But yeah, there were monkeys. Those are, what do they call those monkeys? The gray ones, you know what I'm talking about? The gray monkeys. Sort of got the mohawk thing going on. I don't know what they call them. Macaw monkeys or something. Those little boogers, I'm gonna tell you what. They know how to get into a trash can and a cooler. I ate a banana for breakfast. I rented a cabin out there by the beach. And I was like, I'm not feeding the monkeys, right? So I ate the banana myself. I was like, that monkey ain't getting this banana. I ate it, but I still had the peel. So instead of just throwing the peel, in the yard or in the garbage can next to my place, because I didn't want the monkey coming into my place, I walked out to the garbage can, which is like maybe 200 yards from my cabin. Opened the lid, had a chain on it, had a chain on the lid. I opened the lid, I put the peel in there. There was no monkeys around when I did this, right? Closed and sealed the lid as tight as I could. I walked back to my cabin and I'm just sitting out on the front porch having my coffee, right? So all of a sudden, I guess they smelled the banana peel. Here comes a monkey, man. Here he comes. He went straight to the garbage can. I think he knew this game. He just climbed up that garbage can. He lifted the lid, dove in the can. He was a, what do you call, trash diver? What do they call that? Where you dump into dumpster diver. He was a dumpster diver, man. So he dumpster dove into the can, went to the bottom because there was no other trash in there. But he went to the bottom, got the banana peel, came back out and sat on the top of the trash can and was just eating the banana peel and looking at me. And I was like, well, that's all you get, buddy. You ain't getting the real banana. So that's my monkey story and I'm sticking to it. Okay, back to your comments. Let's see what we got. Yeah, mango tree. Hey, that's a good handle. Mango trees, 4,700. It is a very nice day here. It's super. It's only like in the mid 80s right now. You see the sun coming through the trees? It's like mid 80s right now. Super comfortable. We got a breeze. It's nice. Samantha, 1921 says hi, hi. Okay, Lori Snyder, you got a good question. Did I save for retirement? Or do I get monetary income that makes you travel possible? Oh, let me first say, keep it moving, said hi, hi. I'm gonna answer yes to both. And let me tell you, oh look, here comes a foreigner. All right, I'm not the only one. Hold on, guys. See, this could be you. He's sporting shorts. He sounds British or Australian. I don't run into too many Americans. But anyway, back to your question. You asked, did I save for time? Okay. I quit my job at 53 and I saved my 401k. I had money in my 401k that I saved for 24 years at this job. So that was my initial money. I cashed that out because I was like, I could be dead in 2 years. I said I knew I was getting my pension at age 55. See, my mother passed away at 55. So this was all going through my head when I was 53. And I was like, fuck this job. I don't want to work no more. I could be dead in 2 years. why not take this 401k money? I'm not going to blow all of it, but I'm going to go and I'm going to go see the world. I'm going to go travel places I want to check out and be a backpacker. That's what I've always wanted to do, is my total dream. In fact, that was my plan for a decade before I even pulled the trigger to quit my job. So I cashed out my 401k. I paid off all my debts. I lived on that money. I didn't spend no more than maybe traveling with airplane tickets and everything, $1,500 a month. I lived very frugal for 2 years on my cash. And then my pension kicked in just this year, earlier this year. And it's not big. I only get $812 a month, but I can live on that. Actually less than that. I only live on $650 of that money. So the rest of that money I stash away. And yeah. So to answer that question, yes, I did save initially so I could travel. And now I have my pension money and whatever else comes in from my business. And by the way, I actually help people relocate to Phnom Penh, Cambodia. So if you're interested in that, I'm like a personal, I can hold your hand turnkey service. You can see what I offer on my website, nextstepunknown.me. And that is another source of income that helps me out. But like I said, I don't need it. I just stash it away. So just save for a rainy day, man, and invest for the future. But it's really cool to be able to live off of $650 a month and not need more. But, you know, if emergencies pop up, of course, you got to dip into your savings. I mean, I wouldn't recommend coming out here with no savings. You got to have some money stashed out. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Back to the scenery. Keep It Moving says hi. Okay, M300, how did you live on 600? It's easy out here, dude. It's just cheap. My rent's only $330 a month. Patrick O'Donovan says hi. Hi, Patrick O'Donovan. You're welcome, Lori Snyder. Missy wants to know where I'm at. We're in a cafe. Let's see if you can see the name of the shop. See, it's written in Khmer. We're in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. You might be able to see it better over here. Yeah, we're in Phnom Penh, Cambodia, in a little cafe in the middle of the city. Okay, Glenn's asking, can you own land in Cambodia? Yes. Well, no, you can't own land as a foreigner, but you can own a condo. Anything above ground level, you can own an apartment or a condo that's above ground level. They will not let foreigners actually own, they won't let foreigners own land. But if you want to open a business, you can do that too out here. That's no problem. So you can buy a condo or you can open a business out here as a foreigner, but you just can't. Now, okay, there is one exception. You can own land. I will tell you this, but it's very expensive. I'm gonna switch hands here. The one exception is if you donate. If you got $250,000, $250,000 just sitting around and you want to own some land, well, you gotta become a Cambodian citizen, right? So donate that money to the Cambodian government and they will grant you automatic citizenship. And once you get that citizenship, you can buy land. That's a fast track way of buying land. I mean, how many of us actually have $250,000 sitting around? I don't know about you, but this girl ain't got no $250,000. It ain't working. Okay, Craig Gender says, hi, I love the weather this time of year. Traveled to Cambodia in April a lot. The heat is brutal. Yeah, you ain't lying, brother. I mean, it is brutal. That's why I'm relishing this breeze right now. And I just want to enjoy being in the shade and the breeze and not think about that heat that's coming in a couple months. It scares me. Have to be hiding indoors most of the time. Richard Johnson? Oh, okay, cool. Glad you like it. No, Glenn Levy. Good question. You're asking if they're communists out here. They're not. I thought they were too. I did some research. They used to be communists back in the Khmer Rouge era, which was back in what, mid to late 70s, early 80s. They were communists back then. But they are now considered, because they have a monarchy out here. This is called the Kingdom of Cambodia. So think of the Kingdom of Thailand has a king and a queen. Cambodia has a king and a queen too. So there is a monarchy out here, but they don't oversee the government stuff. They're just heads of state. They do have a parliament and a prime minister. It's sort of like set up like England. But they call it, what do they call it out here? Something democracy. I forget what it's called, but it's not communist out here. So, hope that answers that question. Oh, hey, Joe's in the house. Hey, Joe, what's happening? Hello. Joe Cole Sports says, what are you doing in the killing fields? I've never been there. I don't care to go. It's not my bag to see that stuff. But that is something you can do if you want to learn about their history. It's just too depressing for me. I don't want to do it. I know, right, Lori? Could take a nap. I'm telling you, if they had a hammock out here, I'd be out. I'd be out like a light bulb, bro. Let me see if I missed anybody else's comments. Looks like I caught up everybody. Okay. Oh, here we got more comments coming in. Shepherds. What is that? Shepherds Champlain said hi. Hello. Glenn Levy wants to know, do they have a military? They do have a military out here, Glenn. But it's very, very small. Dude, like, this thing between Cambodia and Thailand, Cambodia would lose hands down if there was actual combat going on. I mean, I know there's combat at the border, but I mean, Thailand's got way more military, way more weapons and what do you call it, F-16s and all that shit. Cambodia don't have a fraction of that. So, naturally they want peace. They don't want war. And I want peace because I want to stay here. It's chill out here. I don't want to have to deal with none of that. And I don't want to have to leave and relocate to somewhere else and start over. So, I sure as hell don't want to go back and live in America. Not that I don't love America. Don't think I'm not patriotic. I'm still a U.S. citizen, okay, guys? I have skin in the game because I have 2 grown kids that are still living in the United States. And I swing back every other year to visit them. My daughter, let me see now, this year my daughter, damn, she's turning 28 years old. I can't believe it. It's like, oh my God. I can remember when I gave birth to that girl. She's turning 28 and my son is gonna be turning 22 this year. So yeah, they're grown. They're grown-ass people now. I still call them my kids though. Damn it. I could still whoop their ass no matter what. But yeah, I'll be going back to the United States to visit them. If I can get a decent plane ticket, I'm looking at September. That's my move. So hopefully, I'm trying to find a plane ticket under $1,000 round trip, and it ain't easy, people. Got more people coming in. Go back on your comments. Okay. Hey, Joe says, is this considered a large city? Yeah, Phnom Penh is the capital. This is their biggest city right now. And we're just sitting in a little peaceful nook in the city. Oh, Melinda, yeah, this is pretty. You've been to Hawaii 4 times? I haven't been to Hawaii, not once. I would love to see Hawaii. That is on the bucket list, man. I gotta save up my coins for that. Definitely gotta save up my coins. How much? Okay, Glenn wants to know how much land goes for. I have no idea, Glenn. I wish I could help you on that one. That's something I don't know, unfortunately. Hey, MAGA's in the house saying, whoa. Okay, my agent's in the house. Hey, I seen you from the last live stream. You're saying Thailand is ruled by their military. Yeah, I like Thailand, don't get me wrong, man. I've been to about 4 different places in Thailand before I came to Cambodia when I was doing my backpacking. And I like Thailand. The only thing I don't like about Thailand is they make it very difficult to stay. Like they'll give you short-term visas. I don't even know what it is now. I think back then it was like 60, maybe 90 days on arrival or something for free. If you have a US passport, you can get it without buying a visa. And to actually retire in Thailand, they're outrageous. Like they want to get a retirement visa. The last I looked, they wanted like $20,000 to be deposited in one of their banks. Who's got 20 grand just sitting around? And you can't touch that money. It has to sit there. It's like an escrow account where I guess it could earn some money, but who's got 20 grand just to pop down on? And this is what I hear. I don't know if this is true, but you have to deposit money every year for a 1-year visa. Is that true? So like you got to put out 20 grand to buy a retirement visa every year in Thailand? I'm like, that's insane. No wonder nobody's retiring long term. The only way around that, from what I heard, like I know somebody who's taking Thai lessons. They're learning Thai. So instead of going to Thailand to teach English, they're going to Thailand to learn Thai, and it's called an education visa. And this guy's like in his 50s, like me. And that's how you can stay long term without having to jump through all that red tape. But it's not real easy. I mean, you can't just say, well, I'm going to learn Thai. They test you, okay? Like, bro, they're going to test you. They're gonna test your Thai, like, I think once a year to see what you've learned and if you can read and write and speak it. And if you ain't doing it, they're gonna kick your ass back out of the country. And you gotta pay for these courses. These aren't free. So yeah, believe me, I thought about it and I was like, no, man, it's so much easier. Like, there's no border run here in Cambodia. In fact, I'm getting ready to renew, renew my 6-month visa in 3 weeks. I'll be renewing it. It's only gonna cost me $185. I got a girl, she's like my visa agent. In fact, yeah, if you need help with that, guys, I got a girl. She does this shit for free, so there's no extra charges. And yeah, we're this close. So yeah, $185 for 6-month visa, or if you want to go a year, you can renew for a year multi-entry. I do multi-entry on 6 months, but you can go a year for $300. So you get a little bit of a discount if you do a year up front. I just don't like putting out $300 right out front. I'm just like, just do the 6 months. Because you never know what could happen in 6 months. And I don't want, because it's non-refundable. So let's say you buy a year and you got to split in 6 months. You don't get 6 months back, it just burns out. So let's say you're out of the country for 6 months, you don't get your money back on that. You don't get to use it because you're not in the country. And then you just got to renew it anyway when you got to buy it again online and start all over. So it sort of sucks, you know what I mean? Hope that answers the question. All right, all right. Back to this beautiful, lovely view while I check out your comments. All right, let's see. Gigi Jardine, hi, thank you so much. I've never been called a ladybug. That's pretty cool. Thank you. Glenn wants to know, are they aligned with USA and what is their currency like? Good question, Glenn. You're gonna love this, especially if you're from the United States. They are aligned with the United States. They are a dual currency country. They accept the US dollar. So you can shop in either the US dollar out here, or you can shop in their currency, which is Cambodian reals. RIELS, that's the name of their currency. Now the exchange rate is 4,000 of their money to $1 US. Okay, so if something costs $1, of course, you can either hand them a USD $1 bill, or you can hand them 4,000 reals, which is their money. Not a bad exchange rate. Hope that helps to answer the question. Okay, Glenn wants to know, can you be a citizen and what does it take? There's two routes. The one I mentioned, if you weren't on here earlier, about getting property. Again, if you just want to be a U.S. citizen, maybe not buy property, or not a U.S. citizen, a Cambodian citizen, you can either invest in the government and give them $250,000 cash. You got that kind of money sitting around. Or if you don't have that kind of cash around, this is what I heard. Like if you put in, I don't know if it's 5 years or 7 years. Let's say you live here 5 to 7 years straight, right? I've already been here 1 year. You can become a Cambodian citizen, but not automatic. You have to prove that you can speak, write, and read their language. So they are going to put you through a series of testing, and if you don't know at a fluent level Khmer, you don't have a chance. And even if you know it, let's say you know it, and you pass the test. This is the other thing I heard. This guy back here. It's up to the Cambodian government if they even want to give it to you. They don't have to give you citizenship. It's up to their discretion if they really want you to become a citizen of Cambodia. So there's a series of red tape that you got to go through if you don't have $250,000 sitting around. So in my mind, is it really worth it? I mean, of course, if you marry a Cambodian, I think you pretty much are in. I'm not sure how it works because I'm not looking to marry anybody out here. Yeah, I mean, but you can just keep renewing your visa, your retirement visa, and you can just live out here as long as you want to live. You don't have to be a citizen. You can just sort of, just float around on a retirement visa. And that, to me, that's the best route because I'm not looking to try to buy land. I'm not looking to build out here. I'm happy renting. Like, it's no big deal. It's very chill, very cheap, very easy out here. Hey, Lily's in the house. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome into this beautiful jungle atmosphere, this cafe. You digging it? You digging it? You digging it, girlfriend? I know you are. You's digging it. This is the name of the cafe. Ain't that cool? I'm sitting on one of these little wooden chairs, and I'm gonna tell you what, girlfriend, my ass is hurting. But we're gonna suffer right through this. Yes, we are. Because this is just so beautiful right now. These giant tropical trees and all this action going on. I mean, look at this fern. Can we not appreciate this fern? It's beautiful. Okay, back to your comments. Hey, Jenny's in the house. Says you finally caught me live. Well, welcome in, Jenny. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm actually shooting live earlier. Okay, Glenn wants to know what are the prices for stuff. Okay, well, it depends on where you go. For instance, this little cafe, I spent $1.25. It's gone now. It's all watered down. See, it's one size drink, $1.25 for a red milk tea. So $1.25, or I can go to a posh coffee shop and I can spend $4 on a cup of coffee. So the range is anywhere from $1.25 to $4. Same thing with food. You can get street food for as low as $1.50, $2 if you want to do that. Or you can get anything in between, or you can go to a fancy rooftop restaurant, Western style, even Thai style. You can spend up to $50 or $100 for a steak dinner, okay? But like I said, I mean, my range, because I'm on, I have a budget, but I still eat really good on $6 for a meal, and that includes a drink. I can get me a really nice meal, either Khmer meal, Thai meal, Vietnamese meal. There's all kinds of different cultures mixed out here. Oh my God, Pakistan, Indian. Now, Indian food's a little more expensive out here. They start at about $6 and then they go up. I guess because of all the spices, they gotta have it shipped in here, right? But I mean, it's pretty reasonable. Super, super reasonable. Now, if you're a drinker, let's say you're a drinker and you like beer, you can go down to, I got the sun coming in, you can go down to Riverfront and spend like 50 cents a draft on a beer. A bottle is like $1. If you're into cocktails, little girly cocktails, I've seen them as low as $3, and I've seen them as high as $10. So it just depends, like if you're hopping around at these little cheap bars, or if you're going nightclubbing. They got nightclubs out here. Shit, they even got girly clubs, if you know what I'm talking about. There's a little bit of everything for everyone. Back to your comments. Okay, I am. Oh, okay, I am. You just came in on the live. Hey, thank you. Always looking for new blood. Welcome in. Kevin's asking, is it hard to learn the language? Yes, it is. It is hard. I only know I know 2 or 3 words, that's it. And I've been here a year, but you can get by on English. You don't have to worry about that. You like my hairstyle today, Ari? Thanks. Thanks, Clint. Appreciate kind words. You like all the plants? Yeah, it's really tropical. Yeah, Angel, it's in the 80s. It's really comfortable right now. Nice breeze, mid 80s right now. Oh my gosh, Gigi, God bless you and your husband. I hope everything works out with your medical needs. I know, I got my foot in the picture. Not what you really want to see. Nancy Cantor, hi, welcome in. Okay, Glenn, another good question. Another good question. If you become a citizen, do you lose your USA citizenship and your pension? No. This is a dual citizenship country, so you can keep both. Although, I don't know if this is true, but I've been seeing a lot of things lately that the new presidential administration in the USA is wanting to stop people from having dual citizenship. So if anybody's going to say no, it may be USA, but Cambodia is cool with it. So I hope that answers the question. Hey Joe wants to know, do motorcycles drive on the sidewalks there? All the time. All the time. There are no driving rules out here. It's like whatever space is available is the space that's used, if that gives you a little idea. Yeah, the plants are beautiful, aren't they, Eve? I love them too. Okay, Rodolph wants to know, how much is a soda? Cheap, man. If you get it out of a vending machine, you can get a soda as low as 40 cents a can. If you go into, like, say, a cafe or restaurant, it'll be about 75 cents to maybe $1.25. Depends on what part of the city. But they're not expensive at all. We got more people coming in. Here we go. Is the country cheaper? Yeah, Glenn, that's why I'm here. I don't want to keep this on camera. I got sun coming in, so let me just face this way. 12 inches of snow in Ohio? Oh, man. Is it Higgy? Higgy Homestead? That sounds crazy. Okay, who's this? Wedge DNX wants to know, how much is the average spending amount for a family per month? That's a big ask for me because, number one, I'm out here by myself. So I don't know. I think your best bet is just to jump on like Gemini AI or Chat GPT and just ask that question, and you'll get a pretty medium kind of thing. But I don't know, because like I said, I know what I live off of, and it's just me. So if there was a family, like it was me and my kids out here, there'd be 3 of us, I would say take my expenses and multiply it by 3. $1,900 a month, maybe for a family. I'm spending about $650 a month just for me. So how many other people you're thinking about in your family, just multiply that. But again, I don't drink and smoke, and I cook a lot at my house. I only go out like a couple times a week and spend some money. So, I'm not a big baller out here. So if you was a big baller and you drink and smoke, you might want to pad what I have by 100 or 200 extra bucks a month. Okay, my agent's got a good question. Is Phnom Penh bicycle friendly? Yes and no. It depends on where you are. Some sidewalks and the roads are decent that you can bicycle. And I have seen a lot of people on bicycles, but you're not going to be on a sidewalk. There is no designated bicycle lane. It's a free-for-all. In other words, you're going to be riding on the side of the road with all the other vehicles. You're going to be in the middle of the traffic with the mopeds, the cars, the trucks, the tuk-tuks. Everybody is on the road together. And there's no speed limit signs. I'm just telling you. There are stop signs, a little bit. There are stop lights, some of them near the river, but there's no speed limit signs. But honestly, with all this traffic, you can't really haul ass around here. Some places you can, some places you can't. But it's like the Audubon. When you get a shot, like I've been in a tuk-tuk sort of later at night, because that's when the traffic dies down, like past 9 o'clock at night. And man, I'm gonna tell you what, that guy was hitting it down the road. I don't even know how fast tuk-tuks go. But brother, I'm gonna tell you what, my hair was flying back. I was like, instead of taking 20 minutes to get me home, he got me home in like 12 and a half flat, I think. And I was like, wow. So this is pretty cool. I'm usually stuck in traffic, so I never get to experience how fast a tuk-tuk could go. But man, that shocked me. I was like, whoa, ain't no speed limits. Okay, Gigi, you're welcome. Yeah, get it going. Ah, Danny's watching from San Antonio, Texas. Welcome in. I'm glad you're enjoying the live stream. It is a dual citizen. There didn't know this. Thank you. Okay, Eve. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, when schools get out, it gets pretty crazy. Right now is a good time of day. This is really nice. I'm on a back neighborhood, as you can see. There's the road out there on a neighborhood. It's really nice. Just like this fence. Isn't that a cool fence? I like this fence too. It's so cute. So cute. I love these little plants. Okay, Glenn Levy says, I'm Canadian with pension. I live in British Columbia, Canada, and I was thinking about going there. Yeah, Glenn. I mean, Glenn. Uh-oh, I gotta plug my battery in. Do your exploratory mission, Glenn. Don't just like pack it up and say, this is it, I'm coming. Based on my videos, don't do that. My recommendation is do an exploratory vacation. Pretend you're living out here for like 2 or 3 weeks and see how you get along. And if this place seems like it's a good fit for you, then go back to your home country, sell your shit, pack your bags and come out, right? But definitely live out here for a while, just exploring and making sure that this is the right fit for you, because a lot of people don't really like the city vibe. And it just may not be the right fit for you. Anyhow, I'm gonna put my phone down, guys, for a minute, and we're gonna plug this in, but you get to look at the tree and the umbrella. Or maybe you get to look at the floor. How's that? You wanna look at my shoe? I'm gonna plug this stuff in. Wait a minute. Nah, we'll do it this way. I'm not gonna make you look at my shoe. There you go. We're back. Got my backup battery pack. Never leave home without it. Otherwise, I'm gonna lose you guys. Okay, cool. Cool. Good questions. Let's see what else we got. Okay, Lori, you are welcome. You have a good evening too. We'll catch you later. Thanks for joining. Oh, thanks, Eve. I'm glad you like the information on the travel. Eve M, there's a lot of traffic. It does get crazy. Aw, thanks, Eve. The weather agrees with me. I look pretty every time. Girl, I'm traveling light. You see these bags? I actually got up early today. I got up at 6:45 in the morning. This is unusual. But one crazy thing that happened, I don't know if they were working on the wires or something, but yesterday or last night, not last night, the night before, my AC went off in the middle of the night. And that just wakes me up instantly, because you hear the hum, zzz, and all of a sudden there's no hum, and I'm like, and then my room is starting to get a little toasty, and I'm like, uh-oh. But yeah, they had it off, and then they turned it back on. So sometimes the power goes out, and then yesterday the power, they were working on the lines or something, but the power was off from 9 a.m. till 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I was like, well, I can't do anything at the house, so I'm just gonna split and I'm gonna go to the mall. So I just hung out at the mall, and that's when I met one of my subscribers. Shout out to Fela. She flew in 2 days ago from Chicago, and we met up at the mall and had a nice little chit chat, and yeah, it was all good. So made up for it. Got my power back on. Yay. Yeah, it is wonderful life, man, Gigi. It really is. The fence is cute, right? I mean, can we appreciate this cute little fence right here? Isn't that cute? How they decorate. I love this table too. This is a cool little like table and chairs. It's so pretty, so pretty. Higgy Homestead, loving the plants, love my house plants, so I would love the tropical plants. Yeah, these plants are just bomb beautiful. I love tropical plants too, like, good God. This is a mango tree, but I don't see any mangoes. No mangoes on that tree yet, guys. But man, these ferns are unbelievable. Look at the size of this fern. Unbelievable. Eve says it looks peaceful, relaxing, very green. Love all the gardens and plants. Yeah, this is just awesome. Look at everybody just chilling out here. See, this is another area. Where are they at? Another area back in there. You want to see the fence again? Wait a minute. Do you want to see this fence? This is a neat fence, how they carved it. This is all man-made. If you're talking about that fence. Yeah, there are a lot of British people out here. I think there's one here right now. I heard him ordering. I see somebody writing in Arabic. I wish I could say hello. I'll say hello, but I can't read it. You got bags too from allergies? Okay. Hey, we're all getting up there. We're going to be traveling light no matter what we do. Hey, Joe says, I'm coming in September for a boots on the ground visit. Can't wait. Wow. I'd say let's meet up, but I think I will be gone in September. That's going to be funny. You're going to be here, and I'm going to be back in the States because I'm planning on going back to Florida in September. We might just miss each other, bro. Yeah, power, I mean, it didn't go out. I think they purposely cut it off because they were working on the lines. Glenn wants to know, what are the other cities like? Food, clothes cheaper in the countryside. I can't answer that, Glenn, because I mean, I stayed in Siem Reap just when I was backpacking. But it seems to me like, unless you know the real cheapy places to like shop, it was more touristy because it's near Angkor Wat, so it was a little more pricier from what I saw. But people swear on Siem Reap and they say the cost of living's cheaper than Phnom Penh, which I don't doubt it because you're further out in the country. I don't know about the other cities because I live here. So I personally like the city vibe because I can get the country. As you can see, I can get the jungle inside the city anytime I want it. But I have the conveniences of the city. I can shop or eat or do anything out here I want. So you sort of get the best of both worlds out here. Oh man, the breeze is so lovely. I can't. Yeah, I met my subby, Eve. Cute stuff, wooden tables. I know, it's so adorable. So adorable. Yeah, Glenn, it does border the ocean, the Gulf of Thailand. Oh, okay. Gigi wants to see the corner of the white fence. Oh, here we go. I hope that helps you out, Gigi. If there were mangoes, they'd probably pick some and give them to me. I got a mango tree outside my apartment, but it's not blooming yet. But my landlady picks them and gives me mangoes all the time. Yeah, who's this? Tar Baby Hair Designs in the house. Welcome in. We are in a little cafe in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. And yeah, this is like in the middle of the capital city. It's just somebody's house and we're just hanging out. They sell coffee and stuff here. If you can see this. I actually just got a tea. Yeah, welcome in if you just joined. Yeah, they're pretty inexpensive. The green ones are cheaper than the yellow ones, but the green ones are just as sweet. I like the green ones too. You trying to screenshot that? Here, let me, Gigi, get it again. I'll blow up. Okay, girlfriend, get a screenshot. Hurry up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's it. Hope you got that screenshot. Okay, is it Hidji? Yeah, have a good night. Sleep tight. Yeah, I hear you. I don't care. I don't care if I look my age, you know? I'm aging gracefully. Who cares? No, they don't have the time or the money to get out here, Eve. I wish my family could get out here. But you know how it is, man. They're young, they're struggling, they're trying to save money and make ends meet back in the States, and yeah, they can't get out here. You're welcome, Glenn Levy. I hope I did answer all your questions. If you got any more, jump in. Sebastian says it looks pretty. Yeah, this is an awesome place. You're welcome, Gigi. I'm glad you got the screenshot. Eve wants to know, is this the usual place I go? I think it's because they had a beautiful garden like this place. No, this is the first time I've been to this cafe. There's a lot of these around the city. You see me at another one that was similar to this, but it's not this. This one's a smaller version of that last one. But like I said, they're all over the city. It's crazy. So anytime, even on a really hot day, you can dip out in one of these and you would be pretty comfortable. And usually in the hot weather, that's when they pull out the fans, so they have the air moving. So you're still gonna have a fan on you. I'm glad you got the screenshot, Gigi. I'm a little behind on your messages. I'm glad you like it. Hey Joe says, do you think they'll ask me to show a leaving ticket? You mean like a forwarding ticket? Is that what you're talking about? It's not really up to immigration, Cambodia. They could care less. It's really up to the airlines. So you got to check with the airlines, especially if you have connecting flights and everything, because it's really the airlines that are buttholes that'll make you show a forwarding ticket. It's not Cambodia's immigration. So you're taking a chance if you don't have one, and you can get a burner ticket. In fact, let's say you don't even have to get an airline ticket. You can get a bus or a train ticket, which is a hell of a lot cheaper. Like you can, I think it's called redbus.com. Let's say you need a forwarding ticket out of here to prove that you're leaving in 30 days, and you can just get a bus ticket from Phnom Penh to Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam for like $20. And then once you know you pass through immigration, everything's cool, then you can just jump back online. Like some of them have a thing where you're allowed to cancel it and you get your money back. Like, what are we talking about? But at least you have proof of something showing you're leaving in case they ask. So I hope that helps you out. Okay, do I have a favorite airline, Sebastian? No, not really. Just whichever one's cheap and gets me where I'm going. That's about all I can tell you on that one. Oh, you guys lagging? Okay, let me... Are we lagging? Let me know. I might have to hit my router again. Sometimes that happens. So give me a thumbs up if everything's cool. Oh, okay, we got company. I'm gonna have to face the other way. Yeah, we can just face this way. This is cool. Okay, you're not lagging. Okay, that's good. Okay, let me go back on your comments. Lily wants to know if I enjoy or like snacking on sour fruits with salt and pepper dip. I'm not a big fan of sour fruit. I like sweet fruits. And I just like to eat them plain. Like, I'm just more of a sweet fruit girl. So the answer to that's no. Oh, Manila Gorilla's in the house. Hey, I just saw your comment. Welcome in. Gigi's like, I'm there with you on aging. Okay, hey Joe, let me go back on your airline thing. I have a one-way flight because I'm not sure if I want to stay 1 to 3 months. Back to US in a month because she still works. Okay. Yeah, but just in case, I would say go ahead and get a burner ticket. Go ahead and get something showing either you're coming back to the States or that you're going to a different country. Because like I said, you never know about your airlines. They can get really, really picky, man. And you don't want to be stuck. You don't want to be that guy where you're about to get on the airplane and they say, oh, let me see your forwarding ticket, and you don't have one. And they will literally pull you aside and they won't let you get on the plane. And you will miss your flight and they won't give you a refund because they figure it's your fault because you weren't responsible enough to have a forwarding ticket. It can be a big mess and a big hassle and cost you extra money that you don't want to be spending. So my advice is get a burner ticket and then just cancel. If you're not going, just cancel anyway later on. Okay, sorry, Hunt Bar. I just got to your question. How much do I pay in rent per month? Have I considered buying? What's the price? Hunt Bar, I only pay $330 a month in rent. It was $350 when I first signed the lease. Now it's only $330, and it's for a large king-size one-bedroom apartment. I got everything I need, man. It's second floor out of myself. It's in a French-style building. It's beautiful, man. But your question, have I considered buying? No. No. I never owned a home back in the States, and I'm not about to buy property in a foreign country. In fact, you can't. You can't buy Cambodian land to build unless you are a Cambodian citizen. So the only thing I would be able to buy is a condo. And I'm not about it right now. Yeah, Eve, she is awesome, man. I love my landlady. Okay, Glenn wants to know, can you go ocean fishing there? And how much does it cost to ocean fish? I don't know, Glenn. I don't know. I imagine you can go ocean fishing, but I don't know. I haven't done it myself personally. I haven't talked to any expats that have done it. When I went down to the beach, I was just there lounging next to the pool. And I didn't see any foreigners actually with a fishing pole. So maybe yes, maybe no. But that's another thing you'll have to investigate on your own. I'm sorry, I'm not the all-seeing eyeball. So I know some things, but I don't know everything. I try though. I try. Yeah, Eve says $350 is great. Yeah, you know it, girlfriend. It is super. It is a super deal. Let me see if I missed anybody else's comments. You don't like salt? Yeah, I mean, I like salt in my regular hot food, but I don't like it on fruit. Was it Anthony? Anthony Baza says I'm jealous. Don't be jealous, bro. Just come out here. You can be just like me. Got thumbs up going on everywhere. Okay, looks like we're getting caught up. I see everybody saying hi to everybody in the chat. That's cool. Well, these people just split out. They weren't here that long. Anthony Hooley's in the house. Yeah, everything's going well. It's good to see you in the live. Yeah, thank you. Welcome in. Welcome in. We're going to be probably wrapping it up soon. I'm not a big fisherman. I'd starve. I'd starve if I had to catch my own meal out in the ocean. I'd be one of those people, I'd have to have one of those big wide nets and just sort of like cast it out in the ocean. I'm not the fishing pole girl. Although when I was a kid, I remember my dad took me to this fair. You know how they always say it's like shooting fish in a barrel, it's too easy? Well, they had catfish that were swimming literally in a barrel, right? And then they gave you a fishing pole to catch a fish out of the barrel, and that was the only fish I ever caught. I know that sounds really ridiculous, but that's the last time I went fishing. Okay, yeah, I might try it sometime. I'll have to let you know, Glenn. Today's Thursday, 9:29 here. Yeah, it's Friday afternoon, Eve. I've been on the live stream over an hour and a half. Shit, I don't even know what time it is. It's probably noon, maybe 1 o'clock, somewhere around there. I know, they're so tiny. I'm sitting on one of those right now. What's for dinner? I don't know. I gotta go to the grocery store after this. I'm out of food. Why is everything small? Because they're small people. You know, the majority of the people are small and and it's cute. It's like, it's very minimalistic design, you know? Yeah, it's definitely Friday though. Hey, Joe says, I need a 1-bedroom, no stairs, and a pool. No second floor, no stairs. Well, hey, Joe, I can help you get that. I know a realtor, man. We can get some stuff going for you. So if you're interested in my services and, you know, you want to hold your hand service where you don't have to go through all the bullshit yourself to find an apartment, I'm your girl. So check out my website, nextstepunknown.me, and the services tab. And right now I'm actually running a 50% off special. I charge by the hour, 50% off right now through the end of January. I don't know. I mean, I can work with you virtually, like through Zoom. We can maybe line some things up before you get here. And then when you get here, of course, would be a separate charge. And then I can just I can be your ride and die chick. You know, we can go hunting for apartments all day if you need me. So think about it. I can show you the different parts of the city and, you know, based on your preferences. I hooked up the last guy and he's pretty happy. He's happy as a clam. He's from Canada. Okay, let's see. What else do we got? Sounds good to you? All right. I used to be a realtor. No, Sebastian, I am not a realtor. I know a realtor. I just have contacts out here. And those contacts work with me and we work with you. Yeah, I try to help everybody out, Eve. I want to give everybody what I got. Your grandkids would love these small yeah, no shit. Aren't they cute? Even the fence. Okay, well, it looks like we're all caught up. Aw, thank you. Thank you, Eve. I try to be sweet. It looks like we're all caught up. And as they say, everything good must come to an end eventually, including this live stream. So I appreciate everybody who's jumped in, who's been kind and respectful with your comments. So much love from me to you. I appreciate that. And again, if you want to reach out to me just through my email, I'd be happy to, you know, help you out with some info. That's free. So hit me up on my email, Tami, Tami, at nextstepunknown.com. And then again, if you need my services, check out my website, nextstepunknown.me. I see somebody sent something. Thank you. I see a sticker, Gigi. Thank you so much. You're a sweet person and love your lives. Aw, I'm gonna give you a heart, girlfriend. Hopefully. I'm gonna give you a heart and a like. Love you, love you, love you too. Thank you so much. But yeah, if you didn't have a pen with you right away, don't worry. When this live stream ends, just go back to the video because it'll be uploaded automatically. Jump back into my, I guess just go jump back into the name of my channel, and then you look at the video description underneath and it will have all my information in there. So don't feel like you got to jot it down right now, okay? And hey, I think I covered everything. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed the live stream, and you never know where we're going to be next. I will shoot the next live stream Monday. This guy's like, I think it's just me and him now. Everybody else left. But yeah, guys, I got to go get my groceries. So yeah. Oh, and by the way, I usually only spend $25 a week on 2 bags of groceries. But I don't need that much this time, so I'm thinking I can get it down to 20 bucks. I'll have to let you know next time. All right. Love you guys. Take care. Peace out. Oops. Oh, here we go.